12x,
19 equals 0.
alright, equals 0 or equal to y. So we're gonna use completing the square to find the x-intercept, right? Then we're gonna come back. The answer that we can find the sum of it and divide it by 2. That will give you your x-axis of symmetry, right? Then you insert that in the equation itself. Then you solve for y, that will give you your entire vertex. And this, since this equation is already in standard form, what will be your y-intercept? 19. Why did it has another period? 0, 19, exactly. That's 1 point. That's your y-intercept. Any question on that?
No.
The equation is in standard form, it's always 0, c. Your y-intercept is 0, 19. That's the first point, and which is the easiest one to find. Alright, now we're going to solve for x to get your x-intercept, and this concept is called completing the square. What will you do?
Minus 19, minus 19.
Exactly, you minus 19 form each side. You will end up with x squared plus what? 12x. Leave space is equal to negative 19. Then what will be your second step?
Do the formula with b. So you would do 12 over 2 in parentheses squared.
You square. Whatever you do on one side, you must do it on the other side. And we will end up with x squared
plus 12x plus 6 squared.
The number you're going to square is x, and we want to keep that as our reference because we're using it later, right?
Yeah.
And we will end up with x squared plus 12x plus a number which is what? 36. Do not tell me it's 12, because some of you are going to multiply by 2. This is 1. It's 6 times 6. This becomes a perfect square trinomial. That's your goal. It's something times itself. That will be minus 19 plus 36. This you have combine or simplify. Whatever term that you use. Right? When you simplify that, what do you get?
17.
17. And you write that as a square binomial. And the question is that what goes inside the parentheses?
X plus 6.
Exactly. Remember that we keep that as our reference. That's what that goes all the way, always inside the parentheses. So far so good?
Yeah.
Then what do we do?
Take the square root of both sides.
You take the square root of each side. Do not square it, but you take the square root of it.
Yeah.
Then you will end up with x plus 6 is equal
Plus minus.
plus and minus
The
root
square
of
root of 17.
17. This you always have to explore that. Since you know 17 is a prime number, then you can go on. This cannot simplify any further, but change it to decimal, right?
Yeah.
And what will you do to get x by itself?
Minus 6.
You minus 6 from each side. Then you will have x equal
Negative 6.
negative
plus
6
minus
plus or minus
the
root
square
of
root of 17.
17. That will be the best possible answer. Since we are looking for x-intercept, we need to know where it's located on the x-axis. Then we're going to use the calculator to change that to a decimal value. So far so good? Then we will have x equal negative 6, whatever root of 17 is. What do you get? Calculator.
4.12.
4.12. Then we're going to fish this out to find 2 answers out. We're going to squeeze it to get 2 answers out of that, right? How will you find the first one?
Negative 6 plus 4.12.
Negative 6 plus 4.12. This will be equal to what?
Negative 2.
Hey!
Ooh.
Can I get 2?
1.80. What is it?
Negative 1.88.
88.
That is your first x-intercept, and y is automatically 0. Alright? For this second one, that will be negative
10.12.
6 minus 4.12. This will give you
Negative 10.12.
negative 10.12. Right? Those are our x-intercept. From last lesson, we claimed that if we find the average of that, that will give your x-axis of symmetry, right? What will be the sum of that? If we add them up, your x-axis of symmetry will be negative 1.88 plus negative 10.12 divided by 2. That will give your x-axis of symmetry in this case, which is what? What do you end up with? Negative 6. That the x-coordinate of the vertex. Then we need to find y. Yes? To find y, we're going to replace this in the original equation here. Where it says 0, we're going to substitute it for y. Make sense? Then we're going to y equal, how will you set it up? Y equal?
What is it? Y equals negative 6.
Negative 6 squared, correct?
Plus 12.
12 times
In parentheses, negative 6.
negative 6
Equals 19. I mean, plus.
plus 19. Then you evaluate that based on PEMDAS. And be careful, when you square negative 6, it's going to equal to what?
Positive.
A positive number, always. Then you will have y equal 36. That is 12 times negative 6 is
Negative 72.
negative 72 plus 19. This is an easy one. That will give you
That's
negative
negative
36 plus 19 is equal to y. And this is what we find for y.
What is it? Negative 17.
Negative 17. Therefore, our vertex will be negative 6, comma, negative 17. Now we have vertex, x-intercept, and y-intercept. Those are the 4 points we are going to put where? On the coordinate grid to guess what shape is that. It's a U shape. So far, so good?
Wait.
So, yes.
So, for the axis, why did you took the 6? Can you explain?
Where did I get the 6?
No, I'm not saying where you got that. I know where you got the 6.
We find it that the x value, x-axis of symmetry, that the x coordinate of the vertex. Now to get the y, you have to go replace it in the original equation and evaluate the function to find y. Then once you find y, you have the x, you find the y, that will be your vertex. Some will call it hk, but it's xy. So it's a point, right? And are we ready to put this on the coordinate grid?
Yep.
All right, remember our points. We have negative 6, negative, yes.
See how we question.
Good. I'm blocking here. All right, and the other point is negative 1.88.